My wife and I have been together for 20 years, married for 8. We have 3 kids, nice house. Both of us have interesting jobs and busy schedules. As partners, we work great together with everything, including house chores, following up the kids, etc. And we are really good friends. However, sex life and intimacy has been really bad since the birth of our last child. I definitely take my share of the responsibility for that. It has been going on for years without any of us paying real attention to it. And a few weeks back, I discovered that my wife was having an affair with a colleague. I confronted her, she apologized, and following that, we had many good discussions where we agreed on trying to rebuild our relationship. She promised 2 things: never to meet the other guy again, except in work situations, to be completely honest with me with regards to all aspects of our relationship, no lies ever again. It worked quite well for a while. We spent more time together. We were more near to each other. It never came to sex though. I initiated a couple of times, but she was not in the mood. I accepted, thinking she needed time to readjust her feelings again. Still, I felt we were on the right track, however, moving slowly. Then 2 weeks ago, I went on an overseas business trip for 8 days. We have 1 car, which my wife used while I was out traveling. Our car has the functionality of showing where it is parked in an app on my mobile phone. While traveling, I noticed that one evening she had parked our car right outside the house where the other guy lives. Packed for more than an hour, she was obviously not just dropping off some work documents. I came home from my trip and tried to approach her on the subject. I didn't explain that I actually had some shitty stalker proof of her seeing the guy, but I asked if she had been with him during my absence. She said no repeatedly. Now, back to the promises she gave me just a few weeks back. She broke both of them in a matter of weeks. Before the second cheating episode, I mobilized everything I could in order to make the relationship working again. I forgave her and I showed her affection and love. We had lengthy talks where I explained how much I loved her and was willing to take her back despite the affair. But now, after the second episode, I am about to shut down everything as it just causes damage to me, my self-esteem and everything. She's obviously not willing to give our relationship a chance to recover. I think I need from you a kind of confirmation that this is over. But I would really also hear from those of you that may believe it is possible to save this relationship. I don't think you are many though. Edit. Many of the advice here revolves around divorce lawyers, secure your assets, get proof of the cheating, etc. I should have mentioned that we don't live in America, and our country's divorce legislation is quite different. No better or worse, just different. So, a possible divorce here will lead to a pretty clean split, irrelevant of who's at fault. Story 2. Okay, internet strangers, as the title says, marriage of 13 years, 2 kids, 12 and 8. I have not confronted her about it, but I think she knows that I know. We have been having difficulties for some time. If you take a look at this TA's post, you will see some stuff from last year. But we have been trying to make it work. And it has seemed as we were making progress. But this one just blew up on me. This afternoon, she left for some last-minute Christmas errands and left her phone here. I was going to pick it up and leave it charging for her and saw some stuff on the lock screen. Curiosity killed the cat. I have my fingerprint registered on her phone and actually know her passcode. And I thought that this was just a proof of how solid our marriage was. Poor bastard. So, I peeked. There I saw her messages with a co-worker. Saw some deleted messages and kept looking. Then, I saw some very incriminating messages that she must have forgotten to delete. Messages about sweet kisses and hugs and trying to not get discovered by other co-workers. I do not know the extent of the infidelity. They have been co-workers for more than 8 years, if memory serves me right. And I have met this guy in a couple of occasions. But I don't know for how long this has been happening or if there was actually any sexual encounters. I was not able to look deeper into the messages as she came back for her cell phone, which I just placed back on the same spot she left it. Reason I think she knows is that there was one unread message from this person which turned to red when I opened the chat. I think she noticed that. After she left, I brought out her computer and tried to continue reading the messages there. Lo and behold, the entire chat with this guy had been deleted, which just confirmed it for me. So yeah, after my initial shock, I think I feel somewhat calm right now, but it might just be denial. My initial thought is to wait for Christmas to be over. I really don't want to mess Christmas with the rest of the extended family. In our country, we do a big dinner feast that lasts from Christmas Eve until the small hours of Christmas Day with the whole family. So I think I will talk to her tomorrow. But I don't know what to tell her or where to go from there. I really do love her and so far had loved my marriage. But this just makes it all, feel like it was just a dream. We live in a third world country, but are in the middle of plans to leave for a first world country next year. An idea that she actually pushed really hard for, and now I think I know why. I guess she just wanted to run away from her situation. I think she still has feelings for me and doesn't want to ruin our family. But now, I'm not sure what is even going to happen. So yeah, this feels shitty, very shitty. Would like to know if you, internet strangers, have any advice on how to tackle this. If there is a chance that we can make it work, even if it means starting a new life in another country, I think I would take that chance, but very unsure if that will be at all possible. Thank you for taking your time to read these rambling words. Unfortunately, I think quitting her job will not be a possibility, at least for a few months. We need the income to pay debts and cannot risk it with only one job. On the other hand, as I mentioned on my post, we were making plans to move out of the country, start a new life in another place, and the plan was for this to happen next May. I'm considering to go forward with that plan so that we can start anew. However, one of my questions to her was, if we moved to that country, how could I be sure that the same thing would not happen again? She says that it never will, that she will gain my trust back from zero. So, I don't know. Maybe that would work for us. I was already very motivated with that plan. Leaving this screwed up country we live in, starting over somewhere else. This would be another element to that. But I have to think it through. This thing will be a permanent stain on what otherwise was a great marriage. Not sure if I will ever be able to move past it, even if in another country. Thank you for watching.